is Shannon with For Humanities, and we're here live on this Shout Out Saturday. So, for those of you guys who are coming in, we appreciate everybody. And for those of you guys who are new, I'm Shannon with For Humanities, and we are your online t shirt brand. We design and create socially conscious t shirts that spark social change and restore humanity. We're all about definitely supporting our community and using our t shirts as a platform to restore humanity. Actually, I have to do something. I just remembered. So, yes, so I appreciate everybody coming in. Now, on this shout out Saturday, we are going to be promoting KM Travels. So, as soon as we can get our special guest in here for tonight, we will have her on here and debuting, and we will be doing our shout out Saturday. So, but if she's not, then we are definitely still going to be doing our shout out Saturday about KM Travels. So, for those of you guys who are here, we thank you all for coming. And right now, I am streaming on YouTube, Periscope, Facebook, and Twitch. So, okay, I'm live. So that is where we are. We're on all of those platforms. And for those of you guys who are here, we thank you guys for coming. So be sure that you stay around and stick around about, we're talking about Shout Out Saturday, but our goal is, as we were speaking on this morning, was asking how does your business impact your community, and then why did you decide to go into the business that you did, and how does it support your community? So we have our guests coming in, and we're going to bring our special guest in. I made it. Yay, you did. We're going to bring our special guest on. And again, we are going to be speaking with Elder Carmen King with KM Travels. And she is our shout out Saturday $5 promo for today. So here's our special guest. Hello, hello, hello.
I
Thank you
can't
very
hear
much.
you.
You can hear me. Thank
I can't
you.
hear you.
I know. Yay for our
I don't know
guests. They
why
are
I can't hear
here.
you. Okay, I see it. I see it.
All righty.
Okay. All right. Can you hear me now?
Oh, you listening while you work. Okay, you listen. Hear them while you work. So today we have Elder Carmen King, and she's here. And she's gonna, speak on, who she is and what she does. But we have a few questions that we're going to be asking as part of this show. It's not just to
Hi,
talk about your
Sharon.
business, but it's also to find out how does your business impact your community, and then why. As for Elder Carmen King, we had did a little briefing this morning to talk about, like, why would you pick travel, what does travel help with, the whole bringing together, and how we're growth and development was our key words. Growth and development, how does your business help with growth and development? So before we do that, we're going to give her an opportunity to introduce herself to you guys and tell us a little bit about herself, and then we'll get right on into these questions. Go ahead. There you
Well,
go.
hello, everybody, and thank you so much, Shannon, for this time and just coming in and connecting and sharing a little bit about, KM Travels and so forth. But I am Carmen King, author, speaker, and I'm also the CEO and owner of KM Travels. And basically, what I do is I help individuals, groups, businesses, to see their, to get to their destination, see, I should say, see new adventures and more. And that's always what I say, but I focus on the who, what, when, where, and why. And that's the most important thing to me in reference to travels. So I'm excited to be here, and I thank you again, Shannon, for this time to come on the platform and everything and share with everyone.
Great. So now, part of what we spoke on earlier this morning is we were talking about business, but we're also speaking from business from a point of view is, we have a business, we're doing what we're doing. I had some other things I was talking with some other folks about, but they're probably a little later for our microaggressions platforms that we're going to be doing. But when we talk about business, how does your business help with growth and development? And that could be for your community, for your clients. How does your business help with growth and development?
Um, in a general sense, KM Travels wants to give you that experience of of travels. Quite obviously, that's what I do. And to me, travels is important in individual lives, because with growth and development, it helps you to get to understand other cultures, go somewhere else and see how others actually live, and understand that what is a norm to us may not be a norm to another culture. Um, and that's where a lot of things clash, because we don't get out to experience that, to realize, no, me doing like this to my hair may be offensive to a person in China. But we'll be like, what is the problem if you just do like this to your hair? So when you talk about growth and development, it really takes you into a different mindset in your growth and development, because you get to understand and see people in a different perspective. And you also get to understand that it's not just your box. There's a whole world out there with different concepts, different, you know what I mean, different mindsets of what is culture to them and how they live their lives. And it may not be a norm to us, but it's a norm to them. So with growth and development, I think it's so important that you travel, when you travel, or go to see another, seeing another place. It just makes a difference in your life.
Right. No, and that's very good because with growth, you definitely, there's some, give and take, and there's situations where, you're probably feeling like you're stuck. And that's usually with when you're traveling or you're in one particular spot where you haven't had the opportunity to travel or to go out. Like right now, dealing with the coronavirus, we're not able to get out and connect with people as much as we used to be able to host events and do networking and go and visit like we would like to do because of the coronavirus and restrictions on flight and travel. Now, when we also look at development, developing relationships and opportunities, which are very important, which can also help with travel because if you're able to get out, then you can develop and
Exactly.
build relationships. So, with travel, tell us a little bit about why it's important to travel and how does travel help with opportunity.
Especially in business, travel is a really major opportunity just to see again something different, to engage in something different, to explore something different. I always use the word explore. Um, because, and I always end off as I end off when I share my travel tips is, why not see new adventures? They're just waiting on you, because the adventures is going to take you, just like you said, into a new level of growth, understanding, perspective of how you actually see the world. And I could share this real quickly as we're moving along. Jerusalem, when I went to Jerusalem, it was a life-changing experience for me, because um we'll get offended by certain things, as I was sharing earlier. But then when I was at in Jerusalem, I actually realized, listen, this is their perspective, this is their life, this is what they do. When they were separating us from the men, saying the women go here and men go there, I'm like, what? I'm like, wait a minute. And it just brings up a whole different concept of understanding, and a lot of times conflict, especially among individuals and persons, is because we don't understand the culture, or we don't understand how they were raised, and so forth, so Joyce said, are you here?
Yes, Joyce, I'm right here. Yes. And your
Hmm.
lemons have been picked. You will get California lemons coming soon. Tuesday. Tuesday. So yeah, so tonight, right now, thank you guys for popping in. We have Elder Carmen King with KM Travels, as you can see there. Definitely stop by and see and visit and see what she's doing. Again, right now, we know traveling has sort of like slowed down. At one point, it stopped and then it just slowed down. Now it's lightweight, sort of kind of getting released a little bit. But we have to understand that travel is an opportunity definitely for growth and development is where we're looking at. And she said, "You better show." Yes, I'm here. So we know that growth and development is very important with your business. So the key that we were talking about is that you can have a business, but how does your business work with growth and development for people and for your customers? Not just,
Yeah.
they bought something from you, but what does it do? How does it help? So, Elder Carmen King today is sharing with everybody about her business and KM Travel. So, tell us a little bit more again about opportunity that travel has done for you.
Yeah, opportunities. The opportunity to basically meet, as you shared earlier, to connect with different people, to experience, connecting with different people, and as far as maturing, just seeing the world differently, as far as travels, experiencing the different things that I've experienced in travels, going to Houston, seeing the different places, and seeing how others live, things of that sort. So that's how it helped me, just understanding that I'm not, it's just not my small box. There's so much things out there to develop and grow and mature through experience, and that's what has happened with me with travels. Through the experience, I could see certain things and understand certain things even more better, because I've experienced it, going through TSA and all of that, and understanding, patience in another level. And it's not always going to work out the way you want it to, different things of that sort. Yeah.
Yes. So definitely appreciate you being here. So as Joyce had said, is definitely experience the dynamic of culture. It's very
Definitely.
important. So yeah, so that is very important to also understand how cultures, and then too connecting with people that you see like right now. I mean, you guys, so most of y'all have just seen me here and on social media, and that's it. But like I tell people, I look the same as I do right now in person.
Yes, you do. Let me tell you, when I got to meet you in person, it touched my heart so much, because we talk often, and we speak, and I'm like, so when you walked over and I saw you, I said, "Oh my God, it's Shannon." I'm like, "Really?" And it was, and that itself is an experience, because we meet online, and we just, not just business. A lot of us connect, and
Right.
in different levels, and it was like, oh my goodness. So when I met you, and Debbie, and and Sharon, Sharon, all of y'all, I didn't meet Sharon yet. I met
Not yet.
right. But just meeting, this, yeah, that's it, Joyce, the diversity. Because you get to really experience the truth of diversity in travels. Because you won't believe twice when I went on the plane, um, someone bought my book. And the reason why, guess what I did? They were sitting there reading a book, and all I did was ask them, "Oh, what book are you reading?" That was it. And we wind up talking, and right now, she didn't know me from Adam or Eve. And right now, we have each other's number, and we've been communicating. She bought my book immediately right on the plane, handed me the cash in my hand. And I said, wow. And again, didn't know her from, quite obviously, but we sat together and just started a conversation. And, hey, Naya. And we all, hello, Naya, how are you? And we both connected. And I have her number, she has my number, and we've been communicating.
Hey,
Yep.
hi, Kat.
Hi, hot cat. Yeah. So it's been
Yeah.
Elixir.
Oh, look at
Hi.
that. Here you go.
Aw. No worry.
Oh, there's her phone number. She's giving out phone numbers. So Joyce is giving out her phone number. She said, call me if you need someone to talk to. Call me. Hey, Octo Beast, there's a unicorn coming in.
Hi,
Speaking,
my
talking,
love,
talking.
my coach.
Hey, Octo Beast. So we're doing tonight, we've
Hi,
got
love.
$5 shout out Saturdays, or I would say pitch it. So this is an opportunity for those to come in, to share their platform, to share what is it about your business that help with growth and opportunity. How does your
Right. And I
business
think this
growth
is
and
really
development?
powerful because right now I think that is so mandatory. And we were talking about it earlier. She called me.
She, like
I
you
can't.
said, you called it by her real name.
Oh,
So that's why I had to clarify and say, hey, hi, cat.
I'm sorry, Miss Hot Cat. Joy said, "I'm kidding," and she laughed. She put on her arm. I
Girl, we
can't.
about to call
Oh,
you. We're gonna call you. But thank
I
you. We got
know,
Alto
right?
V. For
Yeah.
those of you guys who don't know Alto V's, you guys be sure you guys are following Alto V's on Periscope.
Yes,
Um, and
definitely.
one thing too, for those of you guys who are on Periscope or any of the platforms, I cannot see you guys pop in. The only way I see you is when you post something, because I'm using Restream, and Restream I'm not seeing. They don't show
So
the
Restream does the
icon.
same thing. So Restream, you can't see the comments either.
Well, you can see the comments, but if they pop in and they don't say anything, then you don't see
Hmm.
them. Yeah, you
Got
don't
it.
see them there. So
Yeah.
again,
So
for those
that,
of you guys
yeah.
who are
So
coming,
it's yeah. So it's been interesting in that part. It's been
right,
really interesting, especially with the new now. I call it a new, the change, a
right.
new day. And I've been talking with, with with my company and everything, and I'm telling you, it's a lot of changes, and you know, it's an adjustment. That's how, like someone said, it's an adjustment, and you're gonna have to just, how you would say it, Shannon, flow with the flow. You know.
Yeah, you definitely are gonna have to. So
Yep.
again, for
Hmm.
tonight, we thank you guys who are coming in. Tonight is our shout out Saturday, but we also given an opportunity to pitch it, to share your business. So now we're going to shift in, and usually we'll do this 5 minutes, but since it's Elder Carmen, we're going to give her a couple of extra more minutes. And but what I want you to do is to, again, if you're pitching your business, to share about your business for those who don't know what you do and how you can help them by telling them more about it, and then how they can utilize your services.
Sure. Again, I am a full service travel agency, and I am a certified consultant. So I assist singles, married couples, organizations, businesses, to basically with their travel needs, whether it be renting a car, whether it be going on a destination. I assist with destination weddings, retreats, things of that sort. We just basically help you to find the right place, the whatever you need, as far as I've assisted a wedding anniversary where they wanted to come to New York. They didn't make it to New York, but I did all the preparation and all of that, finding the hotels and things of that sort. So that's what I do. So basically, it's not just a flight. I can rent a car, help you rent a car, things of that sort. So that's the whole thing in a gathering of what I do, and who I serve.
Great. So
Mhm.
now, for someone who was thinking of getting into the business that you were getting into or that you're in, can you
Mm.
share with us a little bit about some of the pros and some of the cons of getting into the traveling business?
Okay. Um, First of all, the pros of getting into travels is, again, you get to see so much more of life as you travel. So you're not only assisting others, but you, because you are in travel, get perks in traveling. As far as being a travel consultant or getting into travels, as I have, there is definitely discounts and different things of that sort. You get connected to vendors that assist you with the companies I'm connected to. I have a concierge. So if I can't get something done, the concierge will assist me in getting it done. And I actually have two personal booking sites. And my booking sites, which the booking sites that I have, both of them are not the one is definitely not open to the public, where we'll get discounted for all things, for your lodging, for cruises, for flights, and things of that sort. The other, I mean, and these are my personal booking sites that I can literally give you the link. You could go on the link, book the booking for yourself. Yeah, full service, basically, right? And that's what you do. So that's why I said I do the full service. So if you want to do the booking for yourself, just like if you go on Expedia and so forth, I can assist you with that. So that's a perk. Now the other part of travel that may be a little, the how do you say, the pros and cons. The con of travel is, the packing, the getting to the airport on time, and in your business, if you doing business, there's so much you got to deal with making sure your client knows exactly what's what. It's making sure your client is okay, making sure it's not a bad hotel, and all of those things. So those are kind of the cons when you got to get more technical. Like, okay, I had, I didn't have the experience, but I've learned from someone going into Hawaii. Now, everybody knows Hawaii is a big, vacation spot, and everybody's excited. Most people are excited about Hawaii. The person with Hawaii thinking, and I guess they got a discount or whatever. Now, again, that wasn't me. I didn't do, I didn't do that one. And whatever it was, they had somebody coming into their hotel room, an unexpected visitor, and they had to literally run downstairs and get, or call for, help and all of that. And I'm like, wait a minute. So there's so much there. And that's why I started with really focusing on the who, what, when, where, and why, and how. Because I think that is so important to know, so that you would know, doing your research. And that's what I always talk to my clients about. So that's part of helping with the cons, is doing your research. Because if
Right.
you don't do your research, you could wind up in a very negative hotel. You could wind up in a airline that just doesn't service you. You can, properly. And it's so funny. I'm not gonna call out no names, but there's a particular because I ain't gonna get into that. There's a particular um what we call flight, or that they don't a lot of people don't like using, a particular airline, and that they don't because of the service. And that's one of the things. So if you don't have that service and that connection with your clients properly, it can be rough.
Right.
Yeah, I went off on something else, but yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's true. You definitely know that it's hard when you're out there trying to get something done and you're not getting to where you want to be, especially in a way that makes sense to you. So we
I
definitely,
would say no. I would say no, not just me, but
right,
any business. Know your business.
yeah,
Get the information you need. And we were talking about that earlier in our little group, connection. Altavisa's here. You got to know what you're talking about. You know, um, because you'll lose people very easy by telling them one thing, and then it's all confusing, and nobody's gonna buy, like coach always says, nobody's not gonna buy from a confused situation. They're not gonna
right.
connect. Yeah. But
That's very cool. So again, for those of you guys who are coming in, we are live on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Periscope. So we are, quadruple casting right about now. So you guys can always come and connect and see what we're doing. Tonight we got shout out Saturday. This is our $5 promo of your business. And and okay. So yeah. So anyway, this is live, just so y'all know. So we are definitely talking about how you can turn yourself and understand how business and how things go. And we have again tonight we have Elder Carmen King with KM Travels, and she gave us some good information about business and about traveling, and then the advantages, and of course the growth and development for business. So those are the things that we have going on tonight. So, is there anything else you'd like to share about traveling that you'd like to share with everyone, and about your business, and about how growth and development is so important when it comes to travel?
right now, I would say to everyone, you know, right, the resource there. And it's so funny that Joyce just said that. We are talking about resources, and it's so important to follow through with the resources that are given to you to help you. Definitely, I had shared this, and I'm going to share it real quickly. Resources are necessary for especially this time and season, because in that way you can follow up on what's going on, what's new. Definitely, you need to know what's happening now. Travels is not dissolved; it's just what we would call shifted. But if you definitely need to travel, there are guidelines right now, and the New York State, um I'm looking for to make sure I'm giving it to you correctly. The New York State, hold on one second. And that's definitely important right now. The New York State have information that is continuously taking us through the travel situation, so that we will know when and how to, when it's time, and when travel is going to actually be really up to the fullest. Right now Disney opened up, but everything is not opened up fully, but it is opened up. So those that may have went to Disney, but now there's so many different things going on. There's like other things, safety precautions put in place. So all of those things you need to look into before you travel. Right now, like I share, TSA has some things or some new guidelines. They're not going to be interacting as much as far as touching your stuff, as far as coming directly from you and all of that stuff. There's a lot of little stuff. So those are the things that you definitely have to to be aware of. And right now I'm just going to share this real quickly. WHO, which is the World Health Organization site, is a good site to keep up to date. There is the other information that I've been sharing is, they call it the color code map and travel advisory. Basically, that's the alert. And it's called travel.state.gov. And if you want to stay connected, it's slash stay connected. If you want to just do the travel safely, it's called travel.state.gov slash travel safely. So those two I just gave you real quickly, and continue to keep connected with WHO and the CDC. They're going to give you information that's going to help you to understand what's going on as things shift with corona, because there's a lot of changes and updates and all of that. So that was just brief things. And again, as Shannon was just sharing, know that, you know don't be afraid to travel. But hi. Yeah, branding, bond. Yeah, exactly. But don't be afraid. It's fact over I've been saying this even as we started. Fact over fear. Get the information that you need to make the wise decisions that you need. And that's basically what it comes down to. And as I close this part out, I would say, explore. And the more you explore and open your life up to different things, it helps in your growth and development. And travel can really take your life to a whole different level.
Right.
As far as, yeah, as far as learning, as far as growing, I've learned different foods through travel. I've learned, yeah, I've understood different culture through travel. I found out some things that I would have never known if I didn't take that leap or that experience in travel. And that's part of why I got into travel, because I felt that we need to explore more and open our minds to better and greater things. And
Right.
that's the full thing in a nutshell. Mhm.
Right. So definitely, for those of you guys who are just coming in, Light, you said salam, salam to you too. Joyce, branding, bonding. And then, of course, also V, she said that's full service. So you definitely have to have someone who's there to support you. And as far as with travel, it's very important to have someone that can get you in there so that you make it safely. So,
See,
so we definitely
that's it
appreciate it.
right there, because
Yes, we want to make it
anybody
safe.
can quickly you could quickly go online and get a this and a that and all of that. But the what we would say, the connection of someone personally making sure of certain things helps so much. So I don't just book a flight. I'm like, listen, I ask a lot of questions so that I would know. Unless it says something simple, fine. But why are you flying? Is it personal? Is it business? That makes the difference. You know, Listen, you need insurance for this, but you don't really need insurance for that. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? So these are the things that you gotta that's that full service. Yep. Aw, thank you, Joyce. Aw. Yeah. But that's why it's so important to understand that, like Altarisa said, that full service. Not just
Right.
popping up and saying, oh, get the flight. And then you giving them an airline or something that they're going to be totally uncomfortable with, and then it falls back on you because they're not going to blame the airline. Right. They're not going to blame. They're not gonna blame the airline. They're gonna blame
No,
you
right.
because you
So,
booked the flight.
yeah,
So yeah.
especially as if you were in charge of the airplane and things like that. So,
Right. They're
uh,
not gonna even. They're gonna say, why she put me up in that airplane? Why she put me up in that hotel? That's why I
right,
said, yo, listen. When I heard something with something else, I said, did they do their research? If you do your research, you'll find so much. So even if you don't want a consultant like me, personally, do your research. Hmm. Yep.
right, very true.
Before you fly in, making sure, and especially now, it's a lot of things different. So,
Right.
yep. You
So, for those of you guys who are coming in, again, we have Elder Carmen King with KM Travels, and we were talking about travels, but also just giving a little information, pros and cons about traveling. Also, with if you are deciding you wanted to get into the traveling business, some of the pros and cons, but also to looking at it from a business perspective is
okay?
how does your business help with growth and development with your clients? How does travel, as we were sharing, as we were talking about how travel will help with growth and development as an individual that's able to travel and go out and experience different opportunities, different environments, different locations, and then learn outside of what your traditional status quo. So that
Right.
you see that the world is different in different places. Some things are not even relative to what you're used to dealing with just because that is where your region and what they focus on.
Right.
So,
As far as business in the business perspective, I just had, as you were talking, I just had that thought. Um, you know, bi- um, if you're a business person, travel takes your business to a whole nother level. If you want me to put it in that perspective, Shannon, and as you want me to share it in that perspective, business wise, travel, because how can you be international if you don't travel? How can you, going into the other areas and other places? You know, I was able to go to, I went to Houston, and it shifted my business in reference to what, just taking things to a different perspective and a different level. It heightens your business because most people will connect with you more, even more, when they see you in person. And that's the main thing, that connection. And oh, yeah, and you're welcome, thank you. And so when you explore, as again, in your business, part of your business, you have to step out of that box. So I would say, when it comes to business with travels, it makes a difference in your business because you get to expand more. Because if you're sitting in one place, there's not room for that growth. But as you expand and start going into other areas, and whether it be London, whether it be Houston, whether it be California, right, by you, it's in it, it expands your business and takes your business to a whole different level. And I had talked about that in reference to that experience, that as far as your business, right, you just go to a whole different level. And as as a travel consultant, me myself, I said, oh, I got to travel more. How am I telling people about traveling? And I'm that most of the time I'm sitting still. No, people want to see that experience. They want to see what's happening, as far as travels, and it connects you more to them, because now you're not just talking about it, but you're actually showing the experience of the travel, and it makes a big difference. Yeah, it makes a big difference.
right.
Yeah.
No, it does. So, For those of you guys who are in different parts of the world right now, we have some folks who are different parts of the United States. We have people who
Right.
are in different countries. So thank you very much. Thank you, Rita. So Rita, have you got your shirt yet? Let me know if you got your shirt yet. So so we understand that again, traveling is a wonderful thing and is a great opportunity. People really need to take it upon themselves to try to at least get one travel out and done for a particular time frame. So again, for those of you guys who are available to hear, I got Joy Lee going on in the background, sound like she's like barking or something. I'm like, you know what? We just got to keep moving. She gonna do what she gonna do, and I just
And
have to just
you can't even let it distract you.
no, because
Don't even let it
again,
distract you.
that's just one of the things when when you when you have these little ones
Live.
here.
How do you say live? In
Yes, live.
living color.
They can do whatever they want to do. And then it's just to the point that she wants to be here so that she could be all in here. So you're welcome. I did, and I loved, and thank you very much. Okay, great. I'm glad you got it. So I need to see it. You got to take a picture of it. And look, we got Afro Sewings in the house. Afro Sewings.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to bring you on live, okay, so that you can be a part of what we're doing. Thank you, Rita. So Rita
She's
had
cracking up. Rita cracking
yeah,
up.
Rita got one of our "I Am That Woman" tees. She got one of the white
Oh
ones.
my God, I gotta get mine.
Yeah,
Definitely.
those t-shirts are very profound, and when you wear them, people will
It makes a
definitely
statement.
start a conversation.
It makes a statement. It really
Yeah,
does. It makes a
just
statement.
yes.
Yeah,
So
it
they,
makes a statement. Yeah, it
yeah.
definitely makes a statement.
You
Hmm.
have to let us take a picture of it, tag me, tag For Humanities, let us see it. Go to our page and write a review. We need some reviews from you guys. Go, I mean, if it's dealing with
Yeah, you know what? We don't do that enough. The truth,
whatever
right?
it is that I've done for you under our For Humanities brand, go and write a review because that would be great. That would be great. And we got Afro Sewing. I cannot wait to show you guys these masks that Afro Sewing did for me. And see, the
Oh,
cool
she did. Oh, wow.
is okay, Apple Storm, we gotta talk because we need to just go ahead and make this the business. Okay, for real. You guys have to see these masks. His tailoring. Okay, I'm just gonna say he tailored because tailored usually you're doing a suit,
So,
but these
right.
masks are tailored. They're tailored. They're nice. His stitching skills is like crazy cool, and his professionalism on the stitching. You've got to look at it. You got to look at it. And for those who look at
Wow.
textiles and you look at, when you're putting things together, total professional, total class act. It's like really good. You guys got to go follow him on Instagram and request his mask. Now, the cool thing is that because, I'm into clothing as well, he let me see his stockpile of textiles. And I saw one that was like, ooh, that one right there. Because, I love textiles. I love looking at them. And I saw one and I picked it out and I said, that one right there, that one, I want that one. And the cool part is that it reverses. It's a two tone that it can do two things on both sides. One is more of the darker background, and one has the lighter background. So these masks are nice. I can't wait to let you guys see these masks. He can do them for you if you need one. You guys want to make sure you guys are checking out what he's doing. So we'll have Afro Sewing coming on relatively soon. I got Joy Lee here messing with my head.
No, she didn't.
Whatever.
No, she didn't.
So that's just how that go. Okay, good. Now go sit down. Yes. Go. No, okay, go dance over there. Go, go, go. So yeah, so anyway,
Really?
that's just how that goes. So for those
Wow.
of you guys who are here, again, yes, you need to check out his. I mean, he sells everything, and
Just I
actually,
would like model.
yeah, actually, Rosalind, Afro Sewing is the one that I was saying that I'm going to connect you with, because he could definitely get done what it is that the idea that I had for you with your zebra pet. So Afro Sewing, remind me, we need to have a conversation about the zebra pet. So it's definitely going to be great. So we definitely appreciate you guys. Whatever. Oh Lord, if you guys could see this. So, but again, that's what she does. And she knows that I'm live, and she knows it's like, okay, you making noises. Grammy's trying to do something. So she's just in here doing her thing.
I'm
Um,
laughing because I'm still trying to understand how they gonna
exactly.
distance.
So Rosalind, follow Afro Sewing. He's on Periscope too. Be sure that you follow him, and then you'll be able to see some of the things that he does. He's also on Instagram that he usually shows. He does the hats. He does the mask. He does. He also does dolls, and that's where we're about to go, because Afro Sewing is going to make it happen. So just so you can get a jump start on it, Afro Sewing, zebra. Okay. And if that makes any, yes, he can make your scrubs too. He can make your scrubs. He can make the zebra pit that
Oh,
we
so
love.
he does the full
He
sewing.
does everything. He is a seamstress.
Okay.
Stir. Okay. He is a seamster. He knows, look, he is definitely all about sewing. That sewing machine does work for him. And that's his gift. And his gift is gonna make room for him. So that is definitely the case. So yes, Rosalind, he can do your scrubs. And yes, he's gonna do this other little project that popped into my head that I was like, this is going to be like wonderful. So Zebra Pet is about to come to life. We about to give Zebra Pet life. Okay. And Afro Sewing,
And
he's
that's
going
a
to give
wrap,
Zebra
right?
Pet
You
life.
got to give him life. Give it
Yes,
life.
we are. Afro Sewing is going to give Zebra Pet life. So again, for those of you guys who are here, we have Elder Carmen King with KM Travels. As you can see, you guys want to go and check her out and find and follow KM Travel, so that when your traveling needs and when we're able to do more traveling, you will be able to connect with a professional travel person that can definitely make sure that you get there safely and you get to where you actually say you were going,
Going.
which is important.
Thank you. Exactly. Oh Lord. Oh, help us.
Yeah, it's very important, because sometimes you could end up somewhere else.
Ooh, the weirdest things, you know. Yeah, so yeah, yeah. I'm
But
telling you, I focus on that who, what, when, where, why, and how. Like, what's the airline? What's the best airline at this point? And things of that sort, because, like I said, there's a lot of like, when you experience certain things, and that's what I'm glad I've experienced certain things so that I would know, listen, I don't want my client to experience that. And that's
right,
that's my mindset. No, no, no. Do you like this one or that one? I ask those questions because there's some bad experiences that you can truly have when it comes to traveling if you don't just do your research and really find out what's what. And I understand sometimes it's quick, like you're doing a quick flight or whatever, but it's still okay to just ask certain questions so that you can, that you don't get caught up in something and making things worse or making things like, and a negative, I should say a negative experience,
right,
as much, and
right.
then there's
And
certain
that makes
things
me
that
sad.
you're not going to be able to do anything about.
Yes,
I mean, it's gonna be an experience, and it's gonna experience you to know, well, this is what I do next time.
right.
That's just how it
So
is.
for those of you guys who are coming in, again, we have Elder Carmen King. So, Elder Carmen King, share with everyone where they can find you, follow you, and learn more about KM Travel.
Um, you can follow me. My actual business page is King Miracle Travels. At Save Here Spend There right here on Facebook. You can also connect with me on IG at Elder CM King 50 and Periscope at Elder CM King 50. On Twitter, I am at Elder CM King 50, but my business is KM Travels at KM Travels Group. So I thank you so much to for connecting with me, and I look forward to being able to assist you, in your travel needs.
Great. And that's it. That's what we got. Hey, lovely sis. Hi, Wendy Houston.
Hi,
Wendy, where you
Wendy.
been? We
Yeah.
haven't seen you in a long time, Wendy. So it's
Mm.
good to see you as always. Wendy Houston also is one of our folks, and she does a lot for Survive and Thrive. So, hi, Wendy. It's good to see you. And then Joyce had said that Afro Sewing, where are you from? My girlfriend from Kenya made me several ataris. Oh, how do you say that?
Attires.
Attire.
Attires.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Beautiful. Oh, okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
Afro Coin can do anything that has an African influence. He can do anything without an African influence. He can just do sewing. He is all about sewing and developing and making things. And again, that these masks that he does all types of masks. He can make all types of masks. Hi, thank you. He
Oh.
can do it. And I can't wait to show you guys the mask that he's done for
Did you
me.
get it yet, or he already made it and you didn't
Well,
get
he
it
made
yet?
them already. You can see them on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
Okay.
showed it. He showed it on Instagram, the two masks that he did for me. And I'm like, these masks are crazy. They are, I could see them. He showed them in the detail on the
Yeah.
seamstress, the sewing of it, and it's so great. And it's the stitching is like really, really fine tight. I mean, it's like you got to understand sewing to understand that if the stitching and the seams and the lines are straight and it's not all crooked, that matters. Unfortunately, if you want to look at it or not, it does. And that is one of the reasons why you have companies that will give away a whole bunch of stuff, and you're like, well, what's wrong with it? I don't see anything wrong with it. It could be because of the seams are not straight. Because if the seams are not straight,
Oh,
they will not sell
okay.
it. They will disregard it and start over again.
There go you with your detail. You do not play with detail.
Oh,
You
huh.
can literally like you'd be like, no, that detail, you can literally see the detail. That's a good thing. Yeah. Because for you to actually even break that down, and you're saying you're not even, you're not a seamstress, but you can see, you still understand it in
Oh,
perspective.
well, I'm a
Right.
seamstress. I
Okay.
sew. So I know, but for those who are not, if you don't
Okay.
understand how to see the seams of things and where to look at the detail, those are the difference when you have something that is done professionally and something that
Oh,
someone did,
that's
did for you. But
right.
professionalism, seamstress, you can see the detail, and his seams are nice. His seams are straight, and you can, and they're nice. They look good. He can sell them things anywhere, and that's
The,
what
the,
he
the,
bought
the
to do.
detail and everything, right? But I'm sorry, I didn't realize, and I know you did mention it, but I didn't realize. I forgot. Yeah, you do so. I for
Oh
totally.
yeah, I sew. I do some stuff. So yes, so you guys definitely want to connect with Afro Sewing, and there he is right there. Afro Sewing. You can find him here on Instagram
Oh,
too.
that's his. Okay.
So yeah, but go and check out his Instagram. You can see video
Okay.
of him actually doing things.
Doing
So
it.
again, we got
Ooh.
Elder Carmen King in the building, and she's here talking about her business, King Miracle Travel or KM Travels, and how travel is definitely about growth and development, and
Open
how
the-
your business needs to be sure that you're integrating growth and development into your business so that it's
yeah.
really supporting the folks who are purchasing and buying your products or your service. How are you helping them with growth and development?
And it's so funny that you're saying that because we were just talking about that in our you know, in our group meeting today. Basically because you know, things have shifted so much with things have shifted so much with everything that's happening now. And a lot of people are like, I don't want to deal with, how do I proceed with my business? And
Right,
part of growth and development is knowing how to adjust.
right.
And
That's very true.
I'm gonna let you go into that one.
Yeah, it
What?
is. It's learning how to adjust with your business is very key to growth and development, because one of the things that you have to understand is that even within business, if you're doing one thing. So let me, I'm gonna break this down in several steps a little bit, just a little bit without going a whole lot
Mhm.
into it. But if you are in travel, now we know that travel took a halt. Now, if that is your
Mhm.
sole business, then the thing is that you may not be doing any business at the time. Now, there's still things that are moving though. Okay. There's still things being shipped and on some planes. It may not be bodies, but it's still some stuff that's going on these planes. So to me, it would make sense that if you are in, travel, you also might want to go and dabble a little bit in importing and exporting, because you are connected with the flight people. You understand the airplanes and you understand that you may want to look into how are you going to be shipping things back and forth, because something needs to get on a plane, something's going to buy a ticket hypothetically. So it would make sense that you would get into that business. Now, the other key thing is that not only if your business had taken a halt with people traveling, now let's just say you dabble a little bit in importing and exporting, something's going to get on the plane and fly. It may not be a body, but it's going to be something. But you can also get to the point where you're teaching and showing others how to travel. And then, just like what we were saying, is that you get into showing people that when traveling starts coming up, you're the resident travel identified person that's going to tell people what they need, what's going to be needed, what's the pros and cons, and the do's and the don'ts. There sound like some development handbooks going on right now. Sound like some ebooks, some quick flyers, some pamphlets, some white papers, whatever it is, where you're showing people who are planning to get back into the traveling business or into traveling on things that they need to do. As far as I'm concerned, I think people, Afro sewing, we probably need to put together a traveling packet. Like, what are you going to need when you travel? You're
When
going to
you
need a mask,
travel,
you might
right?
need a blanket, you
See,
might need
that's
pencils,
that's
and
that's
let's
the
put it
mindset
all
you have to
together.
have, right? Mm-hmm.
Give me one of them things to go across my face. Give me a mask. Give me a blanket, and put it all in a little package and be like, here's your traveling package all together. Because why not have a blanket? Have your own blanket. Have a thing to
No
go
more,
over
no
your
more
head.
taking them from the from the airplane. Mm-mm. No.
Yeah, don't take those. And then you get one of the things to go over your eyes, because what if your blanket fall off? Get a whole complete traveling packet. Afro sewing, go ahead and start sewing those up. You got little blankets. You got the little eye patchy thingies. You got the mask thing. So you got the eye thing, the patch thing, the blanket, and a hat. Okay, just the whole complete thing. And then you put them inside a little traveling box. Find those cute little boxes from Uline, put a nice little sticker on it, and people can buy them and ship them on. I mean, this ain't Monday, but this is some bright ideas. Y'all
A
need to
bad
listen to
idea.
this.
Mm.
I tell you.
Yeah, especially with
Um,
the ebook, like you were talking about. Yeah, like when you were talking about the ebook. Right now,
yes,
I'm working on right sleep mask exactly
yes,
because that's needed.
yes,
But
yes,
like you were just talking about the ebook because I think one of the most difficult things for a person when they're traveling, and if anybody that's in the comment and understand what I'm saying, say me, is
yes.
pack
Safety travel
is
gear. Love it.
yeah, packing. No one what I didn't catch that, but yeah,
She
packing.
said, because she said thank you for her new traveling agency and safety travel gear. She got
I
all this
know,
right
right?
there.
Exactly. All of that.
Alfred Cohen's gonna make some up by tomorrow. He's gonna have the packing, he's gonna have a mask and the hat and the blanket
Joyce
all
is
in due
ready.
time.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
but
be ready.
yeah, knowing basically, that packing. And
Right.
I've heard so many people say packing is the most difficult thing because they're always carrying too much. And I'm telling you now, I'm going to definitely do that little booklet for
Right.
packing because
Yeah,
right now
people need that.
you have to know how to pack like nobody's business because you do not want all that stuff.
No.
Not now because the way that they're doing stuff now, you're going to be longer in TSA already, temperature being checked. It's a lot of little stuff,
Well, I
and
got one more idea. In
oh,
Afro Twin, can you do some like garment bags, little squares to put your clothes in and zip it all around, or either Velcro it? Just another idea to go with the travel
mhm,
packet
you
thing.
can do it.
I do
That'll really be a good,
have.
yeah.
He
Yep.
said, "Look, I got other stuff I got to do than coming up with these bright ideas that you doing." But
No,
yes,
you ain't got to do it all at once. Take your
yeah,
time.
you don't do it all at once. It's coming. So we
Yeah,
got safety travel gear.
you're just
This is
giving
your safety travel.
ideas.
Yes,
Definitely. Mhm.
safety travel gear is coming. Again,
Right.
zip, zip it all up so people can put it all in there. What booklet? Oh,
Oh,
the booklet that Elder Carmen is going to do. Go ahead and explain your booklet you're going to do, Elder
right.
Carmen.
Whereas, people are desiring and like really wanting to know, how do I pack? And that's been a struggle. And most of my clients, most of the people that I connect with and they talk about travel, that is one of the major things I hear about travel is, how do I pack? What do I pack? And that is so important to understand because it makes a difference, and it could bog down your travel, or it can make your travel simple as you go through TSA. And you do not want to have too much going through TSA. Trust me, you don't. Especially now. They because everything is, like I said, shifted. So what I'm gonna put together is basically that who, what, when, why travel guide, basically. And it's going
Right.
to include, packing. It's going to include um that what do you know what do you need to know? How do you need to do certain things before you travel? When is the best time to travel? There are certain situations where it's better to travel then than now. How many know the hurricane season? That hurricane season, you can travel in hurricane season, but be aware that there's a lot of shifting that can happen. And then the other part is, why are you traveling? Are you traveling for leisure, things of that sort? So I'm gonna literally work on that and put that little guide together, because I think it's definitely needed, especially now. Yeah. Hi, Sharon. Yeah, especially now. Yeah.
So Joyce said, I am. We got to step
The
in the
new
new.
norms.
I
Yeah.
am one to support business that are real, that are a seal of approval stamp. Yes,
And we appreciate you, Joyce. Thank you.
yes.
Right.
Thank you very much. And as I said, Joyce, you should get your lemons by Tuesday. Now, again, they real lemons, so you're gonna probably have to cut back on a couple of them, but we got them in there fresh because we picked them yesterday, and then we shipped them
Those are
today.
those big ones you were showing us the other day.
Yes, we got some
Oh,
more of them off the tree over there. So,
oh, you gotta
Sharon, you
send
need
it
to
to
get your
Joyce.
lemons.
Oh. So you sent some to Joyce.
Yeah. Okay, she had to jump
Oh,
off. Okay, Sharon,
back.
we
Thank you
we
for
done
coming back,
came up
Sharon.
with a whole new thing.
but we getting we
Thank you.
almost we're getting on. Well, I am.
Yes.
I don't know what
So
else.
Elder Carmen is going to pop off. We thank her for being here. So we thank you again for coming on. You know, we went a little longer than 5 minutes, but that's
I
okay.
was
You can
like,
do 5
I'm
minutes.
looking at Sharon like,
Yeah.
but I
So,
know, I know. Don't she look nice? She looks so pretty. Yeah. I said,
so yeah. So thank you so much. Again, we got Elder Carmen King with KM Travel, King Miracle Travel. So we appreciate her coming in tonight, talking to you guys about travel. And just the thought of word of travel just sounds very fun, and it definitely takes us to a whole nother place.
whole
So
nother
we
place.
appreciate you coming. And again, let people know how they can find you.
Once again, real quickly. Aw, thank you. Once again, you could connect with me right here on Facebook. If you want to connect with me on my personal page first before you go into my business page is Elder Carmen King. If you want, my business page is King Miracle Travels. I call it short for KM Travels at Save Here Spend There. Like the page, and find out more details. I share inspiration as well as travel tips and deals and things about travel on that page. Because it's all about also inspiring. So on IG, I'm at Elder CM King 50, and also on Periscope, Elder CM King CM King 50, and yeah, bye. And also on Twitter, my business page is at KM Travels Group. And I would love to connect with you. And thank you so much for joining us and joining with us here tonight. And thank you again, Shannon, for this opportunity.
You are welcome. Thank you for being here. And again, we'll see you again.
Yes, we will definitely be talking. Okay, so everyone have a great evening, and let me pop off.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
So we thank Elder Carmen King for coming in. So for those of you guys who are here, look, when we get together, we talk about great things and bright ideas. So we have just come up with what Jones called it. She called it the safety travel gear. So we have grabbed up Apple phone and we're going to have him do some safe travel gear. And this is going to be something that you can't purchase when you're traveling